All right, get ready because I'm about to talk about two of my favorite things. Masunaga eyewear with a custom tinted Transitions lens. I've got a violet gradient 20% density with a flash blue mirror on a Transitions Graphite Green. Oh my God, can we get any more coolness packed into one pair of glasses? Stick around, we're gonna go through it. Hello and welcome to the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. I am your friendly neighborhood optician, Daniel Brunson. I thank you so much for being here. This is a channel where I like to talk about my favorite independent eyewear brands, designs, new stuff in the world of eyewear, and custom tinted Transitions lenses, of course, which is one of the topics of today's video. I can't wait to share with you this. I have a Masunaga 075 model and a custom tinted Transitions lens. Let me start out by just talking about the frame. The 075 has a narrower profile by average frame sizes in today's terms, but it's just a classic clean look. I'm going to put it on here for just a second, and I'm going to talk a lot more about the tint and the transitions here in just a moment, but let's just take a minute to appreciate this frame. This color is simply beautiful. It's got a lot of gray in it, but it's sort of got a swirly translucence to it. There might be some brown tones in there. See if we can get a good look at the color. And what I love about the Masunaga pieces like this one that have they have a lot of color to the acetate, but they also have a lot of translucence where you can kind of see the core wire inside the temple arm. And you see that detail work that's on that core wire. You see those they appear to be engraved designs on the core wire, but those are actually unique designs that are custom made by Masunaga in their factory that is over 100 years old in Fukui, Japan. This titanium has to be stretched this thin, and there's very heavy press that has that design work detail into it. It presses that into the titanium, and that's how you get all those cool little squiggly line features on that core wire. Really beautiful work. 5-barrel titanium hinges. Again, this is the 075. I've made plenty of videos on Masunaga and the meaning of these Japanese characters right here. I'll link to those videos in the box. If you want to learn more about Masunaga, you can check those out. Today's topic, though, we're going to talk about this lens tint that we did. So we had a client that wanted something that was a custom tinted Transitions lens for this frame, and we kind of brainstormed on the colors together, and what he ended up deciding would be a cool combo is a tint color that we have that is called Lavender. So here's Lavender. We made it as a gradient, so it's a fade from dark lavender to clear in the bottom. I say dark lavender. We actually went pretty light on the density. So we did a 20% density, which is very much an indoor tint. It's actually a little bit lighter than most of the indoor tints that we do here. Excuse me. And because it is lighter, you just have a little bit of an effect. You can see that you can just see it on white paper, but when you're wearing it, you can see it when you're wearing it, but just barely. It's what we would call, almost a little bit more color. I'm going to flip it around backwards because there's a mirror on the front that I'll get to in a minute. You can just see the color. It's almost a wash, but it's a little bit darker than a wash, so it does actually show up at 20%. It just makes a nice little hint of tint in the lens. And then what did we do? We did a flash blue mirror, which our mirrors all include a backside anti-reflective coating, which is very important. You don't want light reflecting off the back of the lens into your eyes. And you're going to have some of that anyway. Anytime you add a mirror to a lens, especially if the lens is clear or mostly clear, you're going to have some noticeable reflections as the person wearing the glasses when you're standing around in under bright lights. Anytime you have a mirror on a lens. So we put a good quality anti-reflective coating on the backside to mitigate that. It's going to reduce most of the reflections. It can't get rid of all of the reflections, but it's definitely going to make the glasses more comfortable to wear for most people. Quick side note, there are some people who just still, the small amount of reflections that are left over are still bothersome to some people. So when I talk about custom mirrors Flash mirrors, they're not for everybody, and the only way you can find that out is to wear a pair with a flash mirror, but some people are bothered by the reflections. But let's put that aside for a minute and just focus on the beauty of what we ended up here. So you have the lavender gradient tint, you have a flash blue mirror on top, and I've talked a lot about flash mirrors before. You can see a little bit of that blue when the lenses are in this lighter shade indoor. As I move my head around, if you catch the light at different angles, you might start to see the blue a little more from some angles, a little less from other angles. Just kind of depends on the angle of the lens from the light source around it. And then we did Transitions XTRActive Graphite Green. Graphite Green is kind of the redheaded stepchild of the XTRActive lens colors. Probably over 80% of the XTRActive lens colors we do are gray and brown. We don't do much graphite green, but we felt like the graphite green would be very complementary to this grayish color Masunaga frame. And so that is what we did. And let's take a look here, hold the UV light on here, and let's start just by doing the one side so we can see. Let me hold the white background up again here so we can see. All right, so let me see if I can get both lenses visible. So there you have clear mode on the right, there you have outdoor sunglass mode on the left, and now you can really see that blue mirror. You see the difference? You see how on the clear side, you just get subtle hints of that blue mirror. On the darkened side, you really see how well that blue mirror shows up. So that's the really fun thing about Transitions lenses. And then here's what they look like, of course, wearing them. Just subtle hints of the blue mirror, if at all. That light tint, you go outside, you get this nice XTRActive graphite green with the full blue mirror effect. Let's just go ahead and finish off the look and hit both sides with the UV light. This turned out really nice. I'm really quite pleased with the way these colors came together with the frame and the lens, the graphite green and the blue mirror, especially in this frame color. I mean, you look at that graphite green, it's really complementary to the frame color. You've got this really good looking outdoor sunglass when you wear these out in the sunlight that's both functional, practical, and it looks good. It's got really good style. It complements the colors of the frame really well. So I love this look, and I'll just say a quick thing about the graphite green color and why more people probably should look into wearing the graphite green. If you haven't, you know, there's gray and there's classic gray, classic brown. Gray is known for being very neutral. Brown is known for being very high contrast. It sharpens clarity a lot, but some people prefer the neutral effect of gray. And by neutral, I mean when you look out at the green leaves, the green grass, and the blue sky, when you're looking through a gray lens, the colors of those things don't change. When you're looking through a brown lens, brown makes the world look very yellow-brownish. In so doing, it sharpens contrast and makes everything look much, much sharper. Brown is a high contrast color. It's just that some people don't like everything looking more brownish. They like the neutrality of the gray. Well, graphite green was sort of designed to provide sharper contrast but maintain neutrality of color. So if you're a person who has tried brown, you don't like it as well because you don't like everything looking so brownish, but you want a lens color that will sharpen clarity, you might want to check out graphite green because it was kind of designed to do that. And in fact, that's why Aviator sunglasses that were originally designed for fighter pilots in World War I, that green glass. If you look at American Optical original pilot, the Calabar green glass. That's the color that was originally put in the Aviators for the pilots because it does maintain a neutral outlook on things while sharpening clarity better than a standard gray will. So check it out, Transitions XTRActive Graphite Green. What do you guys think of this combo? I haven't done this particular combo before, the lavender with the blue mirror to a Transitions XTRActive Graphite Green. I thought it turned out really nice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, or if you have an idea for something you'd like to see me cover on the channel. I welcome your feedback and your comments down there. And if you have an idea for a pair of glasses with a custom tinted Transitions lens that you'd like to do for yourself, we'd be happy to help you with that here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear. I'll make all of our contact information available in the box, and let me know what you think. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next video.